Hey everyone and welcome back. If you are new here then hello, my name is Zoe and this is my YouTube channel. Today is going to be my 10-minute glowy makeup routine, and I feel like I haven't done a quick and easy makeup routine for quite a while. I love doing like easy 10-minute makeup, so this is going to be a glam but highlighted glowy skin version. So super highlighted skin, a bit more simple on the eyes but still kind of like a medium full coverage, still a little bit glam at the same time. So I really hope you do enjoy it. I'm going to get straight into it. Again, I'll always leave what it looks like here because I don't know yet. So I really hope you do enjoy today's video. Let me know if you do down in the comments. Please give it a big thumbs up as well and don't forget to subscribe, and let's just get straight into it. I have cheated a little bit because I have already done my brows, but they only really took like 2 seconds. I just filled them in with a pencil and then I did quite a bit of brow gel today and really fluffed them up. I know they're not to everybody's taste, but that's how I like them. So I'm just going to give my face a bit of a spritz because I didn't apply, well, I have applied moisturiser this morning, but it's the afternoon now. So I've just used the, I always can never say this, Mario Badescu facial spray with aloe, cucumber and green tea. I never ever can say that. And then I am going to do just a little bit of primer today. So this is the Fenty Beauty, the Pro Filter Primer, literally just down the sides of my nose because I have been using a different moisturiser and I think it's just, my skin just doesn't feel the same at the minute, so I need to get my usual moisturiser. Go straight in with foundation. So I'm going to use my Pro Glow, which is my ride or die. It's my everyday foundation, but I like it because you can build it up as well. So because I have tanned a little bit today, I'm going to use mainly 205, a little bit of 204. I'm just going to use 205. Skip the 204 today. So I am first going to apply this with a brush. This is the blank canvas, the F20, because I do prefer to apply this on with a brush. It's like the only foundation that I'll use a brush for first, and then I'll go over with my beauty sponge after. And I do still want the skin to be quite a nice coverage, and you can build this up to a nice sort of medium coverage anyway, so I'll just build this up. I do like to do layers, so I'll just do like one layer then go in with another layer. Okay, so for my concealer I'm using the Makeup Revolution concealer, and I have just carved out my brow as well and use this as my eye base because I'm not really going to do much for eyeshadow at all today. And I'm using C6 in this because it's just a little bit brighter than my C5, which I use every day. And then I have got my more yellow tone concealer just to brighten a bit more after. I'm not really going to be setting much today, so I'm going to really make sure that I blend this into the skin just so it doesn't really move around, because I'm only going to be using a pressed powder to set today instead of my like loose powder, which I find is a little bit more hardy. So I'm going to really make sure that I work this into the skin. Next, moving straight onto contour, I'm going to use the LA Girl, the Pro Concealer in Beautiful Bronze. And I'm going to use my Real Techniques brush and just swirl this on the back of my hand first, because I just find it blends a lot easier that way. I know I say this, I feel like I repeat myself in every video because a lot of my makeup looks are the same, but I just like creating makeup looks which I wear. So in my usual places around my forehead, when I'm doing my forehead, I do kind of like blend back into my hairline just so you can't really like see where it starts or finishes. And then I am also going to take this and contour my lips as well. It does seem a little bit extra, but I can do this in 10 minutes. I think the trick is, if you are in a rush, choose where to spend more time on. Either do like a dramatic eye, less on the skin, or do a really nice skin and less on the eyes. Okay, and then just with a little buffer brush, I'm gonna buff this out first with a brush, and then I go in with my beauty blender because that will still have like excess concealer on. Okay, then taking a bit of the excess contour, and I'm just going to run this through my socket. I have been doing this a few times in my makeup tutorials. This is just how I like to do it. I actually find it a lot easier than like spending actual time on your eye makeup. And then just to brighten this very under eye, I'm using the neutralizer shade from the Maybelline concealer. So I'm literally just going to go just in this very inner corner, and then I can blend it back slightly if I want to. And I can just slightly take it back if I want, just to sharpen up a bit of that bronzer. But it's mainly right in this very part. I like to be nice and bright. And then if I have any excess bronzer on the back of my hand, I'll just kind of take that just to go over the edge. Then you can also use this now just to quickly sharpen up underneath the bronzer if you need to, because I'm not going to really be setting much. So I really want to make sure that everything's very blended for once maybe. I'm using the Insta Fix and matte powder from Rimmel, and I'm just going to take this little Zoeva Luxe highlight brush, the 105. Just going to take a little bit. So I'm literally just setting this very inner part. Okay, and then we can move on to liquid highlights. So for that I'm going to use the Barry the liquid chrome drops. I can find this hard to blend sometimes, which is why I usually mix it with a moisturiser if I'm applying it first. And then I'm just going to go on the high points. So I'm going to tap in with my finger first. I'm just going to press it in with my beauty sponge. And then I am going to bring it down onto my cheeks a little bit because this is more of like a glowy skin makeup. Just here on my forehead, anywhere where the light would like naturally hit. Okay, so we want to try and keep as much as this glow now as possible and not matting anything down. So I'm just going to set the centre areas, so just on my chin, because we only want to be glowy in certain places, and the chin is definitely not one. And then I will just go down just the sides of my nose just to make sure that they are definitely set. Bronzer, I'm going to use the Makeup Revolution. This is in the shade 2, which is warm. And I'm going to be very gentle with this because, one, I find it hard to blend with anyway, and two, we're applying it straight over wet product, so you'll probably find it easier to kind of pat on rather than trying to sweep around. Just use a little bit and then build up, and it should matten that highlight. And then the same around my forehead, so just pressing it on and bringing it back into my hairline. For blush, I'm just going to use this little one from Clarins. I've had this for ages. This is an illuminating blusher just onto my cheeks. And this does have a little bit of sheen to it as well, so it'll add to the glow. So then I'll just really quickly set the eyes. So I'm just going to go in with the exact same bronzer, and I'll just go straight over where I've done the liquid, just to literally just to set it. That is it, so it doesn't crease or anything. And then using the setting powder, I'm just going to set just on this bit here where there's no cream bronzer, but there will be concealer there, so that still needs to be set. So I've just quickly popped some lashes on. The last thing that I'm going to do for the eyes is just sweep a little bit of shadow underneath. So I'm just going to take the exact same bronzer and line with a nude pencil. I'm going to do a little bit of powder highlight. This is Becca's Opal, but if you watched a few videos back, it completely smashed on me. So I'm just going to use it in like loose powder form. So I'm going to be very careful. Press this mainly like on the very high points, so not really all over. And then I'll use a little bit under my brow bone. just a bit on my inner corner as well. So for lips, I thought about doing a darker nude, so I'm going to use Kylie's Dolce K lip kit. Okay guys, so that completes my 10-minute glowy makeup routine. I really hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you did down in the comments. Please give it a big thumbs up as well, and don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!